Okay, this is a tutorial on how to upgrade your business name, or how to upgrade from business name to limited. All right, so I'm not going to focus on how to log in and how to get to this part, because if you have been following up my CSC videos, you're supposed to know how we go to this part. But flashback, you click on just click on your reservation, because you might not really have a form to use, but I prefer to use this one just to clear off these not submitted reservations. Okay, so you can click on new name reservation, or you use your forms you already that you haven't submitted. You understand? You get it? Yeah. So the first thing I want to do now is to apply for reservation code. So to do that, I'm going to click on continue. Okay, sorry, this is not it. I'll go back. I'm going to click on I'll click on continue. Okay, and then it says reservation code started, please complete the reservation process for submission. So I'm going to this is company already, so no need of changing it, because what you want to do is upgrade, right? Then we're going to click on private company limited by shares, and then we're going to fill in the proposed names here. You all know that for a limited registration, the company limited registration or company registration, it has to carry LTD or LUIMITED. So now I'm just going to fill in the name of the company right here, just as you're seeing in option 1 and option 2, which after I'm going to click on save and continue, and it's going to take us to the part where we're going to be choosing each, why, the objective, the reason for this name reservation. So I'll just quickly go ahead and fill the proposed names. Now you want to be choosing the reason for availability search. Okay, so this brings us to the purpose of our registration, and that should be registration of business name as limited, no longer new incorporation. Okay, so we're going to choose this registration of business name as limited, and it says note requirements for registration of business name as limited are a consent letter and copy of the business name certificate. So if you don't have these two requirements, your upgrade won't be successful. So you need to have it, because you'll be submitting it at the end. Okay, because we are going to be applying for reservation code. As you can see here, we are going to apply for it, and if at the end of filling applying for it we don't upload our certificate, our request won't be granted. So we need it. All right, so if you need a consent letter, you can charge first say you can charge me up, you can chat me up, and know that it's not free if you're not a student of Glotoria Academy, or if you're not a student of Omaglo. So yeah, so my student is free, of course, because they already paid for a class, they paid for it, and I'm just giving it to them free. Any other thing they want is just anything they want is just free. and then a copy of your business name certificate. If you don't have your business name certificate, you can always retrieve it from the post incorporation. And yeah, so once you have all your documents or your requirements ready, you are then to availability code. Of course, you don't have it, so you are going to search by your company name. So you're going to search your company name here, and the name we are using is Mars. Mars. So let's say Mars. And okay, let's check if this name is used already, because I didn't really check it. Mars raw. So I just want to check. Okay, it's free. You can see it's free. Let's still check for Mars. I can't see anything regarding Mars, but I just hope we're on the safer side. So I'll just go ahead and search the business name of this Mars Shopper. My Shopper. So here it is, My Shopper. So we're going to click on it, and you can see that the ROC number is there. So before you can upgrade from a business name to a company limited, you must have your ROC number, your registered company number. We all know is business name number, right? So you must have that number, and yeah, that's it. So that we are done filling for these objectives, and we're going to click on this apply for reservation code, because you can click on save and continue. Even if you fill these additional remarks, you can click on this. So what you have to do is click on this apply for reservation code, and it's going to bring you to this part where you're going to be filling in the entity, articles of association, object of memorandum, directors, secretary, statement of compliance document. Okay, now I won't really be focusing much on all of this, because I've taken my time to explain that on company registration. The difference now between the two videos is that this is upgrading from business name to limited, and the other video is just a straight tutorial on how to register a company. But there are some things I might say here that wouldn't be in that video, so just relax and watch the video to the end. Okay, so now look at what is written here. Please note that whatever information you supply cannot be changed until after registration is completed. So make sure that you fill in the correct details, because this is not like your normal company registration. Remember that when we were doing that company registration of N Blessed, we had to reserve the name and we stopped at the objectives. We didn't file or we didn't apply for a reservation code. But now in the upgrade, we are applying for a reservation code. So you must make sure that your details are complete, because after filling this form and it's been approved, the next step is to fill your share details. So that's why this column or this part must be correct, because once it's approved, the next for you to fill is your share details and PSC details, and you submit other documents. But the documents you are submitting now is just your consent letter and your business certificate. So I'm going to go ahead. Like I told you, I love choosing this general contract because it's a broad one for me. So I'll go ahead and choose it again, and then in the principal nature of business, I'm going to fill boutique services. I just want to be specific, okay? So boutique services and general contract. But in the objects, that's where you're going to be giving them all those quick stuff. You're going to go deep into it. And like I said, if you don't know how to draft your object, this is the number 3. If you don't know how to draft your object, chat me up. I might charge you if you're not a student, And yeah, that's it. I'm going to help you draft it in a professional way that it won't be rejected, and in future that object can serve for you, because there's a way you're going to um give CSC your object and it will be queried over and over again, or you might even you might spend more than you are not supposed to spend in your object. So just feel free to chat me up. No, I won't charge you like an abnormal person. I don't do that. But my time is money, so that's it. All right, so yeah, it doesn't have a fixed price. Just come to my DM and we discuss, we play, we laugh, but you're going to pay. All right, so that's it. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill in the email, and then the states. Okay, let's go with the states. I'm going to fill the states, this. Okay, then the local government, the house number. Now we don't have the office address, so we're going to leave it. And after that, this save and continue is going to comply with you, and then you're going to click on save and continue. Then it's going to take you to the articles of association. So I'll quickly go ahead, and the next we have on our screen is the articles of association, which demands that you fill the witness information. Like I said, a witness cannot be the director or shareholder, so I'll be using myself as a witness. Opera, my surname, then my first name Glory, okay, then my other name Chioma. Okay, so I'll go ahead and fill my contact details and everything, and I'm going to click on add witness. So after you're done filling the details of the witness, you can then click on adopt default articles. Please do not click on add articles, don't just stress yourself. And once you click on this adopt default articles, just scroll down because it's very very long. In case this is the video you're watching, okay, let me just explain, because I have explained this on the company registration video, but let me explain. So now, once you see that long love message, scroll down, do not edit, do not delete. It's from TSC and it doesn't affect your company. It doesn't have any effect, it doesn't have any after effect. Just go to the save and continue, don't delete. Don't If you deleted by mistake, delete delete everything and then adopt default article again. Okay, so I'm just going to fill this, and after that I'll adopt, and we're going to click on save and continue together. So the next details to fill, of course, are the object of memorandum. What this simply means is it's similar to the nature of business, but you know that nature of business I mentioned earlier can only carry 120 words. So that's why company registration is a senior sister to business name. Okay, so if your business, the nature of your business is more than 21 is sorry if your nature of business is more than 120 words, so it's best you maybe start small, then later you upgrade, because I don't know if the money is available for a company registration, but if it is, why not register your company or register your entity as a company. So this object of memorandum helps you to tell more about your business. helps you to express your business. It helps to tell CAC all about your business. Okay, so just go ahead and add the object of my client. Okay, so to add objects, you just fill. Okay, you fill and add, you fill and add, and please, whatever object you're doing must be within be within the share you are going for. So the share details, or the share details, okay, the share details I'm going for is a 5 million share. So I can even venture this into consultancy. I can add consultancy for my clients. Okay, I can do, as in, like, I can register or incorporate objects that can carry the 5 million shares. So if you are doing the 1 million shares, you know that you cannot use travel and towers on your object. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and add the details of my client object, because I already drafted it out. But if you don't know how to draft, feel free, like I said, to chat me up. So after drafting the object, the next we are moving over to is details of the director. So stay tuned as I fill in this object. Okay, I'm done filling the object of memorandum, and I'm going over to the director. So this is a combination of the director and the secretary, if you can notice in this number 4. So after adding your director and you have a secretary, you can add either individual secretary or your corporate secretary. Okay, so director details, as usual, you just go ahead, fill in the names, and I'm doing it 2 directors. Okay, so I'm doing it 2 directors, and yes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in the director details, which after I'm going to click add director. If you don't click on this, you can be able to access this save and continue. So you have to click on this, and it's going to add up here, and then you fill for the second director. Right, so the next part is your statement of compliance. Okay, so these details, you can just fill the any of the director detail. You can fill, since there are 2 directors here, I'm just going to choose one. They say please complete this session if this application is delivered by an applicant or an accredited agent. So I'll just fill the director's details. Okay, so I'll fill the director details, and that's all. Then I'm going to click on save and continue, and then the next part is the document upload. So stay tuned. I should move over to the number 6 on our screen. Oh, okay, so number 6 is for your document upload. So like I said, we are to upload the consent letter and then the business certificate. Okay, but we have it optional here. If you don't upload, your reservation code will be queried. So it's best for you to get your consent letter ready, your certificates ready, and then you submit. Maybe you can upload the consent letter of this first document, then the certificate second. Okay, then you click on save and continue, and it's going to take us to the preview. So I'll just quickly go ahead to upload the document. I'll upload the CAC document and the consent letter. Okay, the fee for registration of a reservation of company name when it comes to upgrading from business name to limited is different from a new incorporation. So the fee we are to pay for the consent for restricted names is 5,000 naira. Okay, so we're going to make in the sum of 5,000 naira, and then CAC will move the registration from not submitted to pending. But if yours didn't move or refuse to move, you just click on check status, and your payment will be confirmed, and to it's going to move. So now I'll just make payments, and then we're going to move this to um pending registration. Okay, we have our name on pending reservation, so we have to wait for it to get approved, which is here. We have it here, so you can see that there's a queried upload business name certificate and notice of previous approval. Okay, so you have to upload your certificate, and you make payments, then you wait for approval. So we are actually waiting for the approval. Then after approval, we are going to move over to the next step of the tutorial. Please, at this stage, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. Yo, chaka chaka. Okay, so the name has been approved by CAC. And if you remember, when we were doing the name reservation, we used an old form, and the approval appeared on, I think, page something something, and to look for that page, I got tired of looking for the page. And since I got the approval notes, like the approval history on my mail, I just had to copy the availability code, and I'm going to use the code to process the registration. So to process the registration, to complete the registration, you click on new company registration, and then paste the code here, and it's just going to search start registration. Okay, so we can see statement of issue shared, person with significant figure, statement of compliance. So this is not actually corresponding with what we are supposed to do, and I think it's a technical issue. So we are going to refresh. We'll try refreshing, and if it doesn't work, we are going to go to our dashboard, and we are going to click on not submitted. Okay, we are going to click on not submitted, not my registration. Sorry, we are going to click on not submitted and access, because we need to fill the statement of issue shares, not that part, because we have done that part and it's not required anymore. Okay, so this is what we are supposed to do. This is where the next step of our registration to is going. This is the next step to take after name reservation for upgrading business name to limited. So if your page is not like this after name reservation, please refresh back, because the next step is to fill the total shares of the company, PSC details, and statement of compliance, your document upload, which includes your NIN ID card or any means of identification, signature, and all of that. So now we are doing a 5 million share, and I'm going to click on select, and this is entity with shares below 5 million. So okay, we can just go in and look for something that is within 5 million. Okay, so we can just go and check. Let's just do the check-ins together. So this lottery is above, travel and tours is above, flights, payment. If we don't see, we can just go back and okay, clearing and forwarding is not here. So let's try this. This is 2 million shares and um, let's see. Okay, this is exactly 5 million shares. So we are going to let's check this. This is 150 million shares. Let me see. This 20 million. This I think 200 million. Underwriter 200 million. This is so we can go for consultant corporate. Okay, this is 500. This is 2 million. This is 2,000. So let's use this. Let's try this. Okay, corporate investment advice. So we can just go for this. Okay, so since we are doing a 5 million share, they say the minimum share capital will be 5 million. So the total issued share capital is 5 million. 5 million. And then for the breakdown of total share issued, our class of share would be equity. Please, if you have not watched the video on how to register a company limited, go there and watch it, because I won't be emphasizing more on this, because this part is the same for completing a company limited registration. But the difference now is that for the company registration, I did a 1 million share I did a 1 million share registration, and this one is a 5 million share. Okay, so on the left side, we're going to fill 5 million, and also here 5 million. So I explained this part in the company registration video, and let me try to explain a little for some of you that I don't know the language to use. For some of you that have coconut head like me, I don't have coconut head too. Okay, so yes, you might be having 6 shareholders. This is not the part where you are to fill in the amount of shareholders. This detail is just about the shares. So don't use this divided into to fill in the total number of your shareholder. Just fill the share details and that's all. So I'm going to click on add share details. So the part where you'll be dividing the shares is in the part of the shareholder. So once you add your shareholder, you allot shares. It's called share allotment, shares allotment. So that's when you now allot who is taking bigger and who is taking lesser and who is taking a little, and that will determine how many shareholders you are going to be adding. So if there are multiple shareholders, once you click on add shareholder and you add details for this shareholder, you are also to click add shareholder again. Okay, and then you are going to be allotting the shares right here. You can see the share allotment. You have to choose equity because you chose equity previously, and equity means that you are going to have full control of your shares. So this now we are going to fill in the total amount you want to give to this particular shareholder. So after doing that, you have given him the amount or her the amount he's going to be entitled to, or you have allotted the total amount he or she is going to be entitled to. You then click on add shareholder. So now you want to add another shareholder, you click on add individual shareholder. The details of this person is going to save right here. Okay, so you are going to see it as number 1, number 2. You can see serial number 1, the other person will appear number 2. So if you are adding 5 shareholders, it's going to be up to 5 in serial numbers. So after adding your shareholders, you then click on save and continue. Then it's going to take you to the part of the PSC details. Automatically after filling for your shareholders, the PSC details will come out. Please, to avoid queries from CAC concerning percentage issuing and blah blah blah, do not even touch it, because CAC on their own end with their technical um backup and everything, they are going to generate the PSC for you and allot the percentage to the PSC. So just click on save and continue and go over to the statement of compliance. So let me just quickly fill the shareholder details, and then I'll move on to the persons with significant control so that you can see and understand what I'm saying. This is the reason why you need to make sure that all details you are filling for the name reservation is correct, because there is no way for us to go back to the object and edit or correct anything. So you must plan yourself for your reservation. You must draft out your object, you must prepare everything, make sure everything is correct, unlike the fresh registration that you just have to reserve and then you plan ahead. But for doing the reservation for upgrade, you have to plan very well. So the only thing that will be editable is just statement of compliance, and I didn't even enter the details. When I clicked on save and continue after viewing the PSC details, the details I filled during the reservation appeared. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on save and continue for us to make payments. Okay, before we do that, we have to upload our document. So this is where you are going to be uploading the document of the shareholder and director signature, director signature of deponent. So if you notice very well in the reservation, what we did was to upload. What we did, we uploaded the consent letter and the business certificate. So now we need to upload names of everyone involved, the shareholder and the director, and we also need to upload the signature of the witness. When we were doing the reservation, we filled the details of the witness. If you can recall, just take the video back and see what I'm saying. So now what we need to do is to upload all this identification, all these signatures, and after that we click on save and continue before we can proceed to the payment. Shall just quickly go ahead and upload all these documents. So I'll go first with my signature, and okay, so the total amount is 30,000. I'll go ahead to make this payment. Okay, so if you have this oops 404 not found, don't panic. That's why I said you should copy your arrow number. That's why I was like